All right, question number 13 of our top 25 questions that we get from homebuyers. Question number 13 is, what is earnest money and is it refundable? A lot of times it's two questions, but we're going to put it in one. So earnest money is like a good faith deposit that the buyer puts down on a home when they purchase it. And that money is deposited into one of the brokerage's non-interest bearing trust accounts where it sits until closing. That earnest money, I like to say that earnest money is like the glue that holds the deal together. If the buyer would just choose to decide to change their mind and walk away, they would be at risk of losing that earnest money. If they try to back out of the contract over something that's not one of the contingencies, they are at risk of losing that earnest money. Now, the way earnest money in the state of Ohio works is no matter what the reason, it really does not matter in any way whatsoever why a buyer backs out of a contract. The buyer and the seller have to agree how that money is dispersed, or it's not dispersed. It stays in that interest-bearing trust account for the brokerage. The only way it can be released is if the buyer and seller agree, if it goes to court and a judge says otherwise, or after 2 years, the buyer's going to automatically get that money back. So that's kind of how earnest money works in the state of Ohio in a little 30-second blurb. But that's what earnest money is. The more earnest money you put down, the better it looks to a buyer because it looks like you're more serious. Just know that putting more earnest money down, it could be at risk if you don't follow the contingencies in the contract. And even if you do, that earnest money is still at risk. We don't see that a lot, but it does happen from time to time. So talk to your agent about how much earnest money is normal in your area. Every area is a little bit different. And what price range that affects the amount of earnest money. So keep that in mind when you're writing your offer, but that's how earnest money works, at least here in the state of Ohio.